Well, today is day 3 and I am on my way to Connellsville. It's 8:42. I think today was the most correct breakfast. Gluten-free, a little bit of egg, protein, stuff like that. And it was very, very small, and I only ate like 75% of it. So it was really just like 3 bites or so. And the weather it actually was super rainy this morning, so that's why I'm like decked out in my full rain gear. But it seems to have cleared up by the time I finished, and then highs of maybe 70s, 80s this time instead of 60s like yesterday. So, see you in the next town. On your left. Thank you. Thank you. These rock cliffs with little tiny waterfalls cascading down are literally a dime a dozen, which is why I haven't stopped for any of them. But I did actually want to at least capture one. I mean, they're everywhere. It makes sense. This is a mountain and it's feeding the Youghiogheny River. Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll look it up later. But I mean, if you really, really, really took your time, you could just sit in front of every one of these. And they put park benches, usually at the sites. But like, I mean, check it out. Like, I'd be tempted to go into that cave. Or at least sketch or paint or something. Gorgeous. So, I just wanted to say that there have been so many times where I'm going through these patches of forest and the smells that waft into my nose are unbelievable. Incredibly fragrant, even without the wildflowers, you know, that you usually see on the sides. I mean, talk about fresh air. I find the whole thing incredibly healing. A lot of people have told me, or I've read online, that, yeah, you know, this whole trail, there's a lot of boring parts, monotonous parts. And I get it, because the scene is going to be like this for like 15, 20 miles. But somehow I get lost in the zone. And before I know it, 30 minutes have passed. In the blink of an eye, really. And especially having many parts of the trail all to myself, that has been incredibly fun. So I just entered Connellsville. The time is, hang on, 10:46. There were plenty of things to see. A million waterfalls, obviously. So I don't know what that guy was talking about. Anyway, I've been told trailside by a gentleman I met. I've been meeting tons of people, can't keep track of them anymore, but he said trailside is the best, so I'm gonna check it out. There she is, Valley Dairy Restaurant. So, we are at mile 99, 100-ish. 100 should be coming up soon. And check out this cute little camping area. Is that not the most adorable shelter you've ever seen? Round Bottom is what it's called. There's another one back there. There's another couple down there. This is super cute. I think next time, if I'm able, I would camp here overnight. I was told I have to visit this mosaic place.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I only saw it on the map.
It's Pittsburgh eventually. How about you guys?
Where's Cumberland?
Cumberland, yeah, that's where I started. Where'd you guys start?
Well, we started a year ago. A year ago we started at Pittsburgh, but we didn't make it very far because he had an accident.
Oh.
So we started where the accident was.
Gotcha. That All right, walk me out. Let's go. You coming? No? You're not coming? You are coming? All right, see ya. Well, I'm finally at West Newton. I'm gonna go eat at this restaurant called Trailside behind me. And it's 3 p.m. And then I'm gonna go shopping for food at Rite Aid and then look for my campground. I'm here! I just ate the largest piece of cod I've ever had in my entire life. Yes, it was fried. Yes, I will have pain tomorrow. But I'm gonna step inside and sweet. I'm excited. I've settled on this back corner and I will now begin the arduous task of setting up my crap. So I love this campground so much. Let me just show you. I mean, right? Who wants this in their backyard? Me. And that's not all. Ta-da! Whew! This is definitely glamping for me. And I'll show you the my tent setup. So here's my one woman, one person ultralight tent setup. I am super pleased with it. It works super well for me. And it doesn't weigh very much, and it fits on my fork. It'll actually fit on my handlebars because the, what are they called? The stick thingies? What are they called? The tent poles are actually smaller. They're 12 inches instead of the usual however many inches. One day I'll get trekking poles to hold up the tarp part. There's the fire log. Apparently, I can set it anywhere, even here, and just let it burn out and it'll just collapse on top of itself. So, I mean, that's what Frank told me. Sorry, that's what Paul told me. Frank is out of town. Frank is the guy who runs the place. But I met Paul. He was really fun, told me some cool stories, and he took off for the evening. Here's where I have been drying my clothes. This is something I wanted to talk about because, you know, a lot of this is about the nitty-gritty details. So here is my dry shampoo, here's my regular soap, and here is my laundry bar. And oops, I've just been hand washing everything everywhere I've been to because the opportunity presented itself. And I have to say, I've been wearing the same jersey, the same shorts. I went ahead and switched the cap because that one has a wider rim, but I could have easily just kept the same cap. And the same bra. I know you want to see that, sports bra. And I've just been hanging them to dry every night, and it's been working out. Now, I don't have clips or anything, so I feel like things are going to fall off, but eventually, I think I'm going to do this soonish. I'm going to use back there, those are poles for hanging a line. And I do have a line, a nylon cord, paracord, and I'll just hang my clothes up there. The end. Okay, it crawled away before I could get a good look, but I swear to God I saw something that looked like a beaver. It was a fat, round thing. It didn't have the head of a raccoon, but it could have been a raccoon. I would be thrilled if I could see this beaver. I will be very upset. Oh, there it is, there it is. No. Okay, you see it? Oh, come on. I have a feeling this beaver is going to wake me up all night. So here's the funny thing. It's not that funny. I knew I wouldn't be using it, but I did bring a stove just in case. And I also knew that pretty much I wouldn't ever really need it, but I might actually use it tomorrow morning for a legitimate reason. For tonight though, whilst they do provide coffee, they've got an electric Mr. Coffee maker, but they don't have a hot water kettle. So I'll be doing that the old-fashioned way. Stay tuned. For tonight's menu, tea menu, we are having a delightful turmeric 3 roots. I mostly get this brand because it's there's no metal staple, and you can basically compost the whole thing or recycle or whatever. So I like that a lot. I hate bag teas in general, so I'm not very picky between brands as far as taste. They taste all the same to me, so I just go by the packaging. This is good for digestion with the ginger, licorice. I don't know about that, but the ginger. And the only other tea I brought is a ginseng tea, which my Chinese doctor recommended that I not do in the evening just in case. But ginger is good because ginger is warming, and apparently my cold ass spleen can't take anything that would make it even colder. Check this out. So I purchased this online along with this campsite reservation, and this is like that all-in-one thing where the guy said I could literally just set it and forget it, even on any dirt patch, which I'm hoping that's dirt enough. I'm gonna move it to the fire ring over there. I just don't want to sit over there. I want to be near my camp, my tent. So I don't even have to put it out, I just let it burn. I went ahead and moved it to the fire ring out of paranoia. Wasn't sure if I could easily move it later, but just wanted to let you see it's fairly smoke. Well, it's got smoke, but it's fairly odorless. Yeah, it burns really clean, so you won't get that like dirty campfire smoke. And I'm going to do the old-fashioned put flames near an open, put clothes, flammable textiles near an open fire to dry them faster. And really, I would have skipped this maybe altogether and gone to bed. It's 8:30. I would have loved to just go to bed right now, but unfortunately it's too bright. I mean, actually that's a great thing, but I want to sleep extremely early so I can get up super early. I really like that, but you can't black out curtain in the entire outdoors. So I'm gonna watch this flame until it gets a little bit darker and then snuggle up in my winter sleeping bag, which I think I'm grateful for. It should be lows of 50s, so my winter bag wasn't that bad of an idea. Also, I don't know where the other campers are. You would think they'd be here by now, but since it's still daylight, I mean, they must be really grinding. I feel like a huge lazy bum right now because I quit at like 3 o'clock and they have, you know, another 5 hours. Which, yeah, with 5 more hours, let's see, I could make another, assuming my body holds up, which it won't, but I could make another 40 miles, so I could do like 80 miles a day. 100 would be pushing it. I did notice that now that the terrain is mostly flat, I no longer get the advantage of downhill. So I pushed for 10 miles an hour today, but there were some sections where it was really burning, so I think it'll slow down a bit. Anyway, enough rambling and bike talk. Last night on the trail, tomorrow I'll be in Pittsburgh.